Have you ever felt like spontaneously combusting on somebody in the Crucible? Well, look no further, fellas. We got the feedback fences for you, or better yet known as the Get Off Me 2.0. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Hey, Bodies here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over the feedback fences. Let's jump into it. So we have Fury Conductor. Melee hits build energy. Being struck by a melee attack reduces incoming damage and unleashes the energy in a devastating explosion. Alright, that is cool. So what does that exactly mean? It means that if you go up to a douchebag hunter and punch them in the mouth, you will get a Fury Conductor stack. So what does that do? That means that if somebody melee attacks you, they will do less damage to you, and the good part, you will release a devastating shockwave from your body, almost like a Chuck Norris roundhouse kick, all over your body. It's fantastic, it's great, it's powerful. I love it. Let's jump into some numbers and see what this thing can actually do. So let's run down a few numbers here. So a base melee for any class, any subclass in the game, uncharged, is 90 damage. If you have one stack of Fury Conductor, that enemy will now do 61 damage to you. If you have two stacks of Fury Conductor, it goes down to 41. If you have three stacks, a whopping 27 damage. Yes, that's right, 27. They're going to do nothing to you with a melee attack if you have three stacks of Fury Conductor. Now, this was all tested on a 7 resilience Titan. I have no idea if different resiliences reduce the damage taken, but those are the numbers that I came up with when I had other people punch me. So, what kind of damage are you dealing out with the feedback fences with Fury Conductor on? So, no Fury Conductor on, 0 stacks. If somebody just comes up, melees you in the back, you're going to do 40 damage. Nothing too spectacular. If you have one stack of Fury Conductor and somebody melees you, you're going to do 80 damage. 2 stacks, 120. 3 stacks, a whopping 160. Yep, that's almost a one-shot. 160. Huge. So, what kind of range does this old Chuck Norris kick AoE got? It was a little wonky with the testing. It definitely hits at 6, and sometimes it'll hit at 7, but it was a little bit inconsistent. I want to say that it'll hit at 7 meters, and if you move like into like the 7.5 meter kind of range, that it's not going to proc anymore. At one point, I was actually had my friend hit me, and the shockwave, the animation hit him, but he took no damage. So it was kind of weird in that regard. And then when I moved up a little bit closer into the 7 even meter territory, the shockwave came out and actually did reach him. So there's your numbers. One more thing that I do want to throw in: if you're running Sunbreaker with Melting Point, the Hammer Strike, it's a one-shot kill, pretty much. If you hammer strike them and put Melting Point on them and they punch you, that's it. They're dead. So, numbers aside, what do I think about these gauntlets in PvP? Well, I may or may not have had to change my underwear from wet dreams about these bad boys, because they are sick with a capital S. Highly recommend. If you're running a Titan, I really don't see... maybe you run Dude Marchers if you want the extra speed, but me, these things are never going to leave my Titan's body in the PvP. I love them. So what do you need to run with this thing? I would suggest running SMGs. In the footage here, you're going to see me running Vigilance Wing. I really like Vigilance Wing. I've been using it lately, and I really like it, so I haven't taken it off. But you're probably going to bode well with sidearms, SMGs, anything close range, because that's where these gauntlets shine. Anything close range. They're not very effective if you're sitting in the back of the map with Graviton picking away at people. If that's your playstyle, these probably aren't for you, because you're not going to really be able to utilize their effectiveness that much picking in the back of the map. They're designed for you to run in, be meleeing dudes, taking melees back, and you coming out on top. I would suggest running it on Sunbreaker, because like you saw earlier, Hammer Strike's a one-shot if they melee you back, which generally people do. But these things are sick, man. I would highly recommend them. In almost no circumstance, if you're full health and the enemy player's at full health, in a 1v1 engagement, in a melee battle, you're never going to lose. I promise, you're never going to lose. There have been times where I straight potatoed, I might have, a dude hit me in the back, and then I hit him once, and I couldn't get the second melee off. If they keep meleeing you, they're going to die. Even if it's a trade, you're going to get the trade, or whatever, they're still going to die half the time that you're using these things. They're that good. Highly recommend. If you like what you saw today, please leave a like on the channel, subscribe. We do these kind of reviews weekly. All right, that's all for me. I'm out. Y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.